Okay, let's talk about what has been going on with the channel. This is not a clickbaity video. This is not a like hang on till the end of the video where I like try to hang you on. Very simply put, if you care about what has been going on with the channel and why I've been gone, stick around. I'm gonna explain basically every possible thing that I can. If that's something that interests you, this video is for you. If not, there's not gonna be any like other things that are happening in the video. So feel free to click off if that's not something that you're into. But with that said, I definitely owe everybody an explanation as to where I've been. And don't let my somber tone make you think that this is somehow like a negative thing, like something really terrible has happened, because it hasn't. But the thing that is making me feel really somber about doing this video is that I really genuinely believe that I let all of you down because I should have made this video a long time ago. And I felt guilty, and I still feel guilty about the lack of content. And I'm trying to come to terms with that as best as I can. But every time I tried to make this video before, I just couldn't make myself do it. Let's jump into it. So what I do for work is I am a producer, I am a song editor, I am a songwriter. That is my day job. I've been doing it for a really long time, and it is probably the thing in life that I am the most passionate about. I just really genuinely love it, and I'm very fortunate that I get to do something that I love that much as my job. So this whole story kind of starts with the point that I took on working on a record. Actually, you can go check it out. I believe it's on all streaming platforms at this point, but it's called The Artifacts of Letting Go by Anthony Fraggia. I produced that entire record. I worked with a team of a really fantastic engineer, a really fantastic artist, and then all of the session players were just, it was a really good time. But in working on that record, I wasn't working out of my home studio. I was working out of a studio that was about an hour and 45 minutes away. And so that was in January, end of January, February and March of this year. I was also doing all of my home studio work. I was also doing a YouTube video every single week. Oh, another huge thing that I forgot to mention is that as part of that process, I went back to work on my personal recording studio. Me and my family did literally all of the construction work in this building. Other than a few small jobs, I would say that like 98% of the work, we did the construction here. So I was also working on that on top of all of the studio work in my studio, out of my studio, in another studio, and doing a YouTube video every week. I guess that's a really important thing to mention. And I'll just be honest, it got to the point that I was so like miserably bogged down with work that Olivia got to the point that she was like, you are gonna have to pick something to let go because I was just killing myself with the workload. And while I really enjoy doing YouTube and getting to share all this stuff with you all, just the fact of the matter is that the juice isn't worth the squeeze, in the fact that every hour that I would spend working on a YouTube video was an hour that I couldn't spend doing studio work, or in my personal opinion, more importantly, with family and getting to enjoy something that looks like relaxation, time with friends, that sort of thing. And she finally was like, you need to make a choice. Pick something and you need to let it go. I couldn't let work go. That's just not an option. So YouTube became the thing that kind of fell off to the side. And all of that came down to me making the final decision to just back off with YouTube. And at first it was supposed to be just like a month-long thing, and then it became 2 months, and then I needed to update you all, and then it was like, well, maybe I'll get back to it next month, and that didn't happen. And so now finally here we are. I should have made a video way sooner, but anyway, that's all a separate thing. In spending the last 6 months getting this place all finished and operational, I've actually been working out of it for the last month and a half now, which is really neat, and it's just an absolute blast. It's such an upgrade from where I was that every session that I've done in here so far has just been super cool. It's not like I have gotten away from doing crafting things or gotten away from doing, obviously, Dungeons and Dragons things. Like D&D is one of my favorite hobbies. It and disc golf, it's pretty much like all I do when I have free time, spare time. But all of that said, the reason that YouTube kind of fell to the side, and this is awful to say, but it just is true, the amount of money that YouTube brought in per video basically made it a labor of love. It wasn't anything that I could do that would be able to sustain. It's not like I could stop doing studio work to be able to do video work. So it was the type of thing where if I had a session during the day and then I needed to film a video, the video would have to get filmed in the evening, and then that would be time that would cut into not being able to hang out with Olivia and Connor, and that just really, really, really weighed down on me in a way that I didn't like. So anyhow, this is a definitely rambly video. That wasn't my intention, and I certainly don't want to waste anybody's time, but I guess I'll say this. For all of you that have subscribed and watched all that you have, I super, super appreciate it. I mean, the amount of support that we've gotten over the years has just been crazy, and I can't say thank you to all of you enough. If you've continued watching this whole video, that thanks is like quadrupled, because that means that you want to hear me ramble more than I do. But that being said, let's talk about the future of the channel, what that's going to look like. The thing that I have decided is that twofold. One, I don't want to let the Storycraft Society go. This is not a thing that I did and now I'm like, all right, that's behind me. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. That's not the case. What I need to do is find a way to balance this with work. One major benefit of working in audio is that there are times where I have a lot of work and there's times that I have a little work. This spring happened to be a time where I had a lot of work, and that's really good. But then in the times that I have a little work, this channel, for example, was born out of COVID when I wasn't working. So what I need to do is find a healthy way to balance getting videos out. And I think the simple answer for now is for me only to make videos when I'm really excited to make a video. There are still things that happen that I'll get a book or I'll make something or I'll get the idea to make something that I'll just be like, man, I just want to share this with literally everyone. And so then those are going to be the videos that get made. What does this matter for you? I'm not 100% sure, although I can say that from now on the channel, you will never get a video that I didn't want to make. It'll never be a video that off screen I was like worried or afraid or like holding myself to a schedule that I didn't need to hold myself to. You'll just be getting the videos that you know are what get me fired up and that I was excited to tell you all about it. So that's pretty cool. There will not be a schedule. I mean, I'm going to try to keep my Thursday releases when videos come out, but there won't be any kind of a schedule. It's just when a video gets made, a video gets made. And if there's any kind of suggestions that, for those of you that have stuck along this far into the video, if you have any suggestions on how to do something that would feel more, I don't know, better or something, leave them in the comments. I'd love to check them out, because figuring out a YouTube work-life balance feels like that would be something that, if anybody has any suggestions, I'll take them, because I don't have it figured out yet. But I think that's it. I think that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be seeing me in a video here soon. And until then, I'll be seeing you.